My heart was touched when I listened to the speech of the ambassador of Palestine in Spain at the Symposium of Peace Building and Conflict Resolution in Madrid. His cry for help for his country moved many that day. Many different political and religious leaders spoke about world peace. After spending some time with the ambassador of Palestine, listening to the history of the war between Palestine and Israel, I returned to my silence to see what I can do. I am a worker for God, and when somebody turns to me for help, I let God guide me in the steps I need to follow. I told the ambassador I cannot choose any side, because as a true worker for God, one works out of compassion and unconditional love. In my opinion, when there is fighting, everybody is a victim of their own mind and creation, a victim of the system they are in. And every fight, my dear ones, is a violation to God's creation. To create world peace, one needs to understand the meaning of the word. Many people don't understand what peace truly means. Like many people don't understand compassion, respect, and acceptance. I believe it is the duty of political and religious leaders to make their community understand what these words mean. I teach people about true peace inside themselves, from compassion and how grow towards being able to give unconditional love. Because when you discover true peace inside, you understand what peace in the world means, as you will understand God's creation. Many people, especially the ones born during a war, don't know what love and peace means, because they never experienced it, like many people don't know how it is to live in a country of war. As a true worker for God, I would like to share my view, and in this Isaiah's view about God. I see God as a pure, clear light that represents the universal intelligent energy and permeates everything. This universal intelligent energy possesses a power, a wisdom, and love that works only from unconditional love. Humanity is able to tap into this source of energy by acting out of compassion and growing towards unconditional love. But then again, this is my view, and maybe you picture God as an old white bearded man sitting in a chair. But I do think we all could agree on the following. It is a learning process for humanity to look beyond the differences on earth. This is what I call the illusion. And to accept each other as true brothers and sisters, so that a unity is formed in which people are responsible for each other and life on earth. This is the way to enlightenment, the way of the Messiah, and the way to deep peace on earth. So why do I speak about God? As a child, I felt His presence of unconditional love and light so strongly in me that I forgave whatever needed to be forgiven, and I wanted to hug the whole world. And secondly, most people believe in God. We have something in common. I propose that instead of fighting each other's religious beliefs, we need to use that something in common for the good. That brings me to the following. Religious and political leaders have the power to change the world together. But are they willing to do everything in their effort to create peace on earth, and maybe even transform their beliefs, even if it takes generations? So here I am, in front of you, asking you this question, and you only know the true answer inside. That brings me back to how I see God and humanity. It is a learning process for humanity to look beyond the differences on earth and accept each other as true brothers and sisters, so that we all can form a unity in which people are responsible for each other and life on earth. If you don't try to look beyond the differences on earth, you get stuck in a web of your own creation. The world will be staying in this illusion of fear and keep on fighting if we don't all learn the truth behind life. The truth as Jesus and other prophets tried to show. We are here to help each other to understand the true meaning of life. We are here to learn and respect the creation of life. Every time something happens in your life, please ask what God wants to show you and look beyond the shield of your own mind. Let us become part of compassion so that we can embrace each other out of pure love. Before I continue to the true peace resolution for Palestine and Israel, I would like to take a moment of silence so that the veil can be lifted in order to experience God's light and love. I see only one true solution for the Middle East conflict. A solution in which every party should take their responsibility and trust in the higher good. Palestine and Israel belong to the Holy Land, although in my opinion the whole creation is holy because God created it. The first question that comes to mind is, to whom does this land belong to? Secondly, my dear ones, to whom do we belong to? Nothing belongs to us. We came empty-handed and we leave this planet empty-handed. We can only leave something behind for our children and theirs. So I repeat again that it is a learning process for humanity to look beyond the differences on earth and to accept each other as true brothers and sisters, so that a unity is formed in which people are responsible for each other and life on earth. What do we want to leave behind? We all have a choice, we all do. Even the fairy tales try to teach us the differences between good and bad, already when we were children. Fighting in general is a violation to God's creation. And we, my dear ones, belong to God's creation, as everything else belongs to God's creation. Those who think differently are caught in their own web of illusion. Listening to both sides made me realize the suffering and pain on both sides, both believing in and standing for their rights. Palestine and Israel, like many others, should find the way back to each other by putting down their arms, by letting go of the past, and forgive each other to open up for new beginnings. Walking hand in hand, supporting each other by sharing, by showing God it is possible to create true peace on earth. It is a walk we all do together, because if one suffers, in the heart we all do. Thank you.